What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Guys, wanted to bring you a practice report. Bless me. Uh, wanted to bring you guys a practice report talking about some of the injuries. Bless me again. My goodness, man. It's weather changes, man. Everything's all thrown off. Sorry, guys. Anyways, practice report. Uh, wanted to talk to you guys about it. The team is flying to Germany today. So there's a couple guys that didn't make the trip, a couple guys that did make the trip that are on there. And I didn't get a chance to really talk about the practice report yesterday. So all things considered, we'll be all right. The funny thing is, if anyone got a chance to look at the Texans practice report yesterday, the Texans had 23 players on their practice report, injured practice report. 5 of those players were full participants in practice. That still left 18 active players that were either limited or did not participate in practice on Wednesday. And I mean, to say anything about our practice report is crazy enough to say the least. First things first, let's talk about the 2 players that are not traveling to Germany. Those being Juju Brents and Drew Ogletree. Those 2 guys are staying behind. As we mentioned before, Juju is kind of week to week at this point. We knew that that quad was going to have an issue going forward. And, you know, that's the sort of thing that we're going to get into. But obviously, it's another week of not having Juju Brents out there. We're not sure entirely when he's going to be back. I would hope that he is back at the end of the bye week and then be able to play week 11. That would be week 12. I'm sorry. That would be the best case scenario. And then obviously, like I said, Drew Ogletree, another guy that did not participate. So looking at the rest of it, there is positive news. Positive news is Braden Smith, second straight full practice. So he made the trip. Great sign. If he is a full participant at practice tomorrow after when they have their walkthrough, that's going to be a good indication that he's ready on Thursday, which is always a great sign, right? So that's good to talk about. Alec Pierce got added to the practice report today. Was a limited participant with an ankle injury. Certainly hope that is not something that will continue to get worse. Cornerback Tony Brown with a concussion. He was a full participant. He made the trip. 2 big ones here. Zaire Franklin, who did not practice Wednesday, was a limited participant at practice on Thursday with that knee injury. Great to see from that perspective. The defense really needs Zaire Franklin back, so really hoping to see him out there. And then wide receiver Josh Downs did not participate in practice on Thursday, but he did make the trip to Germany. So there is obviously still a chance that he could play on Sunday morning. There's a chance. Now, we saw him go out early last week in the game. Clearly, that knee was bothering him in a lot of different ways. You would hope that he is going to be able to play on Sunday because Indy desperately needs him. Michael Pittman and Alec Pierce are the only guys really there. Isaiah McKenzie would be your next guy up, but then you don't have a lot of other options for yourself. Steichen did say that the practice squad guys would be coming as well. Don't know if they're going to activate some guys in fear of what's going to happen with Josh Downs. That is a big question mark. That's going to be the big one. If there's one guy that I'm not positive is going to play that did make the trip but still might not play, it's Josh Downs. And I certainly hope he will be ready, but we will just have to see how he is Friday. That'll give a bigger indication. But last thing to talk about here before we move on, that is talking about Shaq Leonard. Wanted to mention it because he was one of the guys that kind of stole the show and talking to the media after practice today. Shaq Leonard, again, talking about how he's upset with a diminishing role, especially on third downs. Played only 39 snaps last week against Carolina, and that's even crazier because Zaire Franklin did not play last week. So everyone was talking about how, Shaq Leonard is, playing is at a point where he's even in times when the linebacker group is weakened, he's still not getting the amount of snaps that he would like to have. So definitely is something to monitor as we go on throughout the season, and will definitely be a discussion going into the offseason of what Shaq Leonard's role is, because this role that you have him in is not what somebody who's getting paid $20 million a year should be getting, right? So some question marks have to be done, have to be answered. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always,